Hey, first of all, let me say sorry about last week. I was trying to upload my post before I went to English Corner, and YouTube was being weird, and I couldn't get anything to load, and all kinds of problems. So anyway, I posted last week's post up today, and I'm gonna post this one up today. So it's a twofer. Um, let's see. So what's been going on this week? Well, I guess we'll work our way from the mundane to the exciting. How about that? First of all, um, I had I went to the store this week and I was gonna get some chips to go with my sandwich that I was planning to make, and I got some Cheetos because I thought Cheetos, that's good with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right. The thing is that the Cheetos I got were meat flavored. Sorry, I didn't notice it, but there's like a little picture of a steak, like a T-bone steak, just right up there. And so I was a little shocked that my Cheetos didn't taste like Cheetos, but they tasted sort of the way that hamburger meat smells. Which sounds kind of crazy and bad, but actually it wasn't. I mean, it was interesting, but really it wasn't too bad at all. I mean, I ended up eating, well, not at one sitting, but I ended up eating the bag. I mean, it was like one of the, like I guess in the states, like what you would have those big grabs of chips or whatever, that are just bigger than like what you can eat in one sitting. So I split it up into two sittings, and I had the, you know, I had about half the bag with my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then half the bag of the of it with some sushi. I also learned how to make sushi this week, like a sushi roll, like 2 days later or something. Um, so yeah, I learned how to make sushi this week. I taught myself. I was pretty excited. It ended up being pretty good, really. Um, let's see. I just kind of started out. I boiled, you know, the rice up, got it good and sticky and everything, and then I put it on a piece of seaweed wrap and put a little sweet mayonnaise on there, and then I didn't really have any. I mean, I guess I could have used tuna, but I decided to just go with a veggie wrap. So I put some bell pepper strips in there, and I had the whole thing on my nami, which is a nami is like a bamboo mat that you can use to roll sushi. So I had it all in there, and then I rolled it up, and I ended up making about 3 rolls, or yeah, 3 rolls, and really they were pretty good. I was pretty pleasantly surprised. Um, Also, yesterday, all right, so let me preface this a little bit. So normally, anytime the topic of swimming and water comes up, it usually comes out that I can't swim. So that happened a few weeks ago when we were all hanging out, and Jimmy was like, "You can't swim," and I was like, "No." He was like, "Dude, I'm gonna teach you," and I was like, "Okay," because that happens every single time. I tell people I can't swim. Somebody's always like, "I'll totally teach you how to swim," and then no one ever does. But Jimmy was like really aggressive about this, and like was like, "So when are we gonna learn how to swim? When are we gonna do swim lessons, dude? Are you gonna come with me to the gym and do swimming?" Like for like the last few weeks, and like he went even went so far last week as to buy me a pair of swimming trunks, and so I was like, okay, so he's serious, like he really is gonna teach me how to swim, or because it's not that I'm not afraid of water. I don't mind getting in the water. I just like I've always had this thing, maybe not always, but probably since about middle school, like my body just freaks out and shuts down. Like when I get water like up my nose, or like when my head gets submerged and it feels like I'm gonna get water in my nose. I don't know. So anyway, um, yesterday and the day before were my days off. So I usually have um, Tuesday and Wednesday off, and so he got the swimming trunks for me like on Sunday or Monday, and he was like pestering me about trying them on, and I was like, oh, all right, I'll try them on, and so I did, and they fit. And then he was like, all right, so when are we going to swim? He was like, are we going to swim this weekend? Which is what he asked me at Jennifer's birthday on Monday. And I was like, yeah, sure. Or before Jennifer's birthday on Monday. I was like, yeah, sure. And so yesterday I went, and I was not excited about it because I was like, oh, this is going to be a disaster, and I was really nervous. But it ended up being really good, and I can swim now. So pretty crazy. Not well, but I got the hang of the beginner backstroke. So um, and then next week we're gonna work on a breaststroke. I'm gonna learn that. So I'm still kind of nervous about that because that means the face goes in the water. But I mean, it's also kind of exciting that I can swim, and I'm actually all day yesterday after swimming, I wanted to go back and swim again. Um, so I had this really weird experience though, like after I'd been practicing and swimming for a bit, where I went to get out of the water because I had to go to the bathroom, and because you do not pee in the pool. That's all there's to it. Anyway, any of you who pee in pools, shame on you. Anyway, so I got out of the when I put my hands up on the side and I jumped up out of the pool, and then when I stood up, like my body felt all heavy and off balance and awkward, and like it was hard to walk, and I felt like lightheaded and dizzy. It was really strange. I've never experienced anything like it, but it was really kind of cool too. Um, like it took me a minute to get adjusted to walking and being on land again instead of like because I'd been in the pool for like an hour, like trying to learn how to swim. So, and then I actually had started to get the hang of it before I got out to go to the restroom. So that was really cool. And then also, like I said, Monday was Jennifer's birthday, so we all went out to celebrate her birthday. And she loves sushi. So Brandon found this place that had like unlimited sushi, drinks, anything. Like you just pay about 100. I think it was like 120 RMB or whatever. And so it was kind of expensive, but it wasn't too bad. But you got like they just kept bringing us like whatever, like we'd order a sushi or rolls or sashimi or whatever, and it was really cool. Um, I'd never seen anything like that because like usually in the States sushi is like you buy it individually and it's really expensive, especially for really good sushi. Um, so anyway, that was cool. And then afterwards, like those were the four of us, Paul, Jennifer, Faith, and I. We went to like it was in the same like little plaza or whatever. They had like a music and video store, and we went in there and kind of browsed around. Ended up getting a movie, and we went back to Jennifer and Faith's place and watched it. And it was the movie I'm Not There. It's about Bob Dylan, and it was pretty interesting. Like Bob Dylan is played by like 6 different actors. It's really strange. Um, but anyway, I guess that's kind of like what's been going on. Just some of the high points, I guess. And it looks like I got about a minute left. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And I want to say thank you before. Oh, one other thing. I found out that Rachel is coming over for the college life summer trip. So I'm going to try and stay through part of that if I can. And I'm pretty excited about that. But anyway, I wanted to say thanks to all you guys who have been praying for me and who have been keeping up with me and just involved in what's going on over here. So thank you. And miss all you guys, and I'm excited to be back this summer and get to see all of you again. So, but for now, I gotta say bye, and we'll talk to you later.